One of the last speakers of the evening is like, you guys are just kind of done with it. You're over. And the other problem is that everyone has told most of the anecdotes that you were going to, I was going to share with you. So this is going to be mercifully short. There is a word that connotes heritage and responsibility, and that word is legacy. Now, according to Webster's Dictionary, in its basic meaning, a legacy is a gift of personal property that's granted by the terms of a will. And often it is a substantial gift that needs to be properly managed, something received from an ancestor or a predecessor from the past. But the word today can also be used much more broadly. For instance, the rights and opportunities that women enjoy today are the legacy of the early suffragists and feminists. But that's not why we're here tonight. As most of you know, and it's been well documented this evening, my grandfather, Philip Wrigley, was the owner of the Chicago Cubs and the founder of the All-American Professional Baseball League. That he had the absolute full support from my grandmother. All right. Now, when most of the owners of the Major League Baseball teams wanted to shut baseball down because all of the men had gone off to World War II, my grandfather had another idea, because he realized, as Pat said, that Americans wanted to see baseball. They needed to see baseball during those dark days. And if the men weren't there to play it, then by God, the women could. Woo! So, with the help of his very good friend and business associate, Arthur Meyerhoff, I like to call him my Uncle Arthur, he was a brilliant man. He put his plan into action. And the great part of it was it wasn't hard to find women who wanted to play baseball, talented women who wanted to play the game. And okay, so Mark and I, we're gonna have a little argument here, because Pat, I got the same Google sheet that you did, that the first organized women's baseball was played at Vassar in 1866, but I'm gonna go with Pat's in my date, because that means the legacy's even longer, because this week marks over 150 years of a legacy of women's baseball. That's pretty incredible. So to me, helping to perpetuate that legacy is a substantial gift that my family and I feel grateful for. And I especially feel a responsibility to help nurture and support it, which brings me to Sue Sidney. Okay, everyone in the room knows Sue. And if you know Sue, you know how passionate she is about women's sport and about women's baseball. And it was through this passion that Sue and I met a year ago. So she told you a little bit about it. Okay, so she calls my office, the media company in Lexington, Kentucky, and she wants to know if she has found a member of the Wrigley family. And if so, she wanted help to check off something on her bucket list before she kicked the bucket. She did, that was the message. So, of course, she had my full attention when she said, yeah, and I just happened to be a Rockford Peach. Well, of course I would have colored back. It was like calling up and speaking to a unicorn. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna talk to a real Rockford Peach. Oh my gosh. I mean, it was awful. So shortly thereafter, we did meet in Sarasota. And she said, where should we meet? And she said, well, we have to meet at Miller's Ale House. So of course, so that became our meeting place. She thought it was so funny. We're meeting at Miller's Ale House now. But it's there she shared her goals and her passion for women's baseball, and along with some of the ideas that she had come up with to keep the sport alive. And of course, this tournament was one of the most important tenets of that. But beyond this tournament, this moment in time commemorates the passing of the torch, which was so beautifully recognized earlier this evening. We're passing it to you, young ladies, out there playing in the rain, in the mud. Thank you. You're awesome. And it is because of the passion and hard work of this woman who brought you all here together, Sue Zippe. Well, Sue, look around you. We're all here for you and because of you. Because of your tenacity and your unrelenting passion to bring this event to fruition. Is that, you got anyone who knows Sue? No one can say no to Sue. So Sue, because you made it happen, you truly hit it out of the park. So please, come up here. Just a little token of my appreciation.
Oh, it's not a polo ball.
Baseball. It says, Sue Zippe, you have truly hit it out of the park with admiration and appreciation. Me.
Aww.